Good evening. Welcome to your nightly news rundown for Saturday, March 21st. Starting out with breaking news, Donald Trump says that if Iran doesn't open the Strait of Hormuz within 48 hours, which I thought we were already done with, according to him at least, that he's going to bomb all of their power plants, including their nuclear power plant. Iran launched a missile with range capabilities far greater than we previously knew when they targeted the joint UK-US base on the island of Diego Garcia, roughly 2,200 miles from the closest point in Iran that they could have launched the missile from. Previous to that, the longest range that anybody knew about was about 1,900 miles. For context, the US is a little over 6,000 miles from Iran. Robert Mueller, the 9/11 era FBI chief who later probed alleged Russian Trump ties in the 2016 election, has died, and immediately Donald Trump, of course, attacked him. A Bureau of Federal Prison Guard told investigators about suspicious document shredding after Jeffrey Epstein's death, saying that, well, not only were there issues with it, that he's deemed that there were actual critical files that were being destroyed. And when the FBI told the Bureau of Prisons to go recover those from the garbage, they were gone. Democrats blocked an amendment to the Save America Act that would have banned transgender athletes in women's sports. This is a bill that's supposed to be about voting, and even then, why do they need everybody to register to vote when they're automatically registering all men starting in December to register for the draft without any sort of documentation? Greg Phillips, a Trump-appointed senior FEMA disaster response official, has made a claim on multiple podcasts that, well, he was teleported around the country, including to a Georgia Waffle House more than 50 miles away from where he had been. Yeah, these are the people we're pointing to critical roles. Russia told the United States that they would stop supporting Iran with intel and actually support the United States with intel on Iranian leadership if the U.S. backed their proposals and gave them full support in Ukraine. Of course, the United States, for once, actually sided with Ukraine and rejected that proposal. 3 weeks into Donald Trump's war with Iran, things are spiraling well out of his control. Iran struck 2 areas near Israel's main nuclear research center, including one direct hit into an apartment complex that killed a number of people. And it's only continuing to get worse. Donald Trump has no control over this situation, and despite the claims that they are obliterated, well, they continue to show resilience and continue to strike around the Gulf states and are quickly expanding outside of those with new capabilities, including a new hypersonic missile that they just showed off on Wednesday. Evacuations on the island of Oahu have expanded to over 5,500 individuals as rain continues, and a more than 100-year-old dam is at the risk of failing. Officials have evacuated the area downstream and are continuing to tell people to avoid the area and watch out for flash floods and high rivers and streams throughout the island chain. Finally, to close, Elon Musk says that he will pay the salaries of all TSA agents if the government will allow him because, well, he thinks that they should be paid, and he doesn't understand why Congress isn't doing their job and making sure that they're paid. Let's be clear. Elon Musk is not a good person, and anything Elon does is because Elon wants to do it. He's either trying to get back on Donald Trump's good side, or he sees some way to make more money for himself, or it's hurting one of his businesses and business travel, but most of those, as we know, at least his team, fly on private jets. This has been your nightly news rundown for March 21st. It is Saturday.